Sunday, February 24, 2019. 5-day forecast. Robert Kraft parties in Hollywood after prostitution bust. Patriots owner is spotted leaving a pre-Oscars bash alongside big names including fellow billionaire Jeff Bezos, who showed up without mistress Lauren Sanchez Billionaire, ex-Citigroup president and the professional golfer boyfriend of LPGA star Jessica Korda, are identified as two more suspects in the prostitution sting that also netted Robert Kraft Judge will climb the Statue of Liberty before sentencing protester who scaled the landmark over Trump's immigration policies to test how difficult it is. Saudi Arabia appoints its first female ambassador to the U.S. to replace the younger brother of Mohammed bin Salman amid the fallout over journalist Jamal Khashoggi's murder. Billionaire Warren Buffett appears to slam Trump by saying it's beyond arrogance to claim he's done it alone, after Berkshire Hathaway posted its worst profits since 2001, the greatest constitutional crisis since the Civil War. Conrad Black on how American institutions plotted and schemed in the 2016 election, then blamed Russia. Emotional Syracuse basketball coach Jim Boeheim walks onto the court to a huge ovation while his wife breaks down in tears in the stands just 3 days after he hit and killed a man while driving on the highway. Man is arrested for 1995 murder of girl, 14, whose throat was slashed and body dumped on a riverbank in Idaho after 3 witnesses tell how he stabbed her to death, then turned up at a party covered in blood. White Alabama newspaper editor who wrote that he wanted the KKK to ride again and clean out D.C. by lynching socialist communists will be replaced by a black woman. Chicago police were suspicious of Jussie Smollett from the very start of their investigation into his staged hate attack because he asked responding officers to turn off their body cams before they interviewed him, and those snory, sleepless nights with a throat lift. People who suffer from a severe sleep disorder to benefit from pioneering new throat procedure. Gunman who barricaded himself in a Tennessee home dies in standoff, and a sheriff's deputy is in a serious condition after being shot during negotiations. Trump hosts Diamond and Silk in the Oval Office. Republican social media stars pose for pictures behind the Resolute desk and praise him for doing more for black people than any other president in our lifetime. All aboard the Trump train. Heavily armored locomotive believed to be transporting Kim Jong-un from Pyongyang to Hanoi is spotted in China just days before second summit with the U.S. President Trump cleans up at the Razzies as he's crowned Worst Actor and Worst Screen Combo alongside his self-perpetuating pettiness, and Oscar nominee Melissa McCarthy is crowned Worst Actress. Manafort's criminal actions were bold, even after he was indicted, says Mueller in his 800-page sentencing memo for the former Trump campaign chief, outlining his brazen deception of Congress, and recommends 22 years behind bars. Singin' in the Rain director Stanley Donen, who worked with Audrey Hepburn on Charade, Funny Face and Two for the Road, dies at age 94. Protein bombs, energy bars, breakfast drinks. Can you trust the new shakes and snacks that claim they can replace all meals? What do you think? Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan tours the U.S.-Mexico border and says the Pentagon could provide additional support at Trump's wall to fight drug smuggling and the wave of illegal immigration. He was just going to get some food. Family left stunned over murder of teen who police say may have been shot by mistake. In a year's time, I might not be able to play. Peter Frampton reveals he's suffering from a rare muscular disease and his next tour will be his last, as he opens up about how David Bowie revived his career in the 1980s. 8 Ole Miss basketball players kneel during the national anthem to protest a pro-Confederate rally outside the arena. Murder charges are dismissed against owner of Kansas water park where 10-year-old boy was decapitated on 17-story slide. Aged just 37 and diagnosed with incurable bowel cancer, one mother faces the most painful decision: should I die in my own home? Australian woman died in avalanche during trip to Canadian ski resort yesterday. Woman was taken to Whistler Healthcare Centre and pronounced dead. A 36-year-old man snowboarding with the woman was rescued from St. Marie. Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade said support was provided to family by Australian. Associated Press published 7:06 Eastern Standard Time, the 22nd of February 2019, updated 17:43 Eastern Standard Time, the 22nd of February 2019. An Australian woman has died in an avalanche while snowboarding at the popular Whistler Blackcomb ski resort in Canada. The 42-year-old New South Wales woman was snowboarding at the resort on Thursday local time when ski patrol responded to an incident which triggered an avalanche, Whistler Blackcomb said in a statement to AAP on Friday. The woman was transported to Whistler Healthcare Centre where she was pronounced dead. An Australian woman has died in an avalanche while snowboarding at the popular Whistler Blackcomb ski resort in Canada. Stock picture. A 36-year-old man who was snowboarding with a woman was rescued from the same area. Whistler Blackcomb Ski Patrol and the entire Vail Resorts family extend our deepest sympathy and support to our guests, family and friends, Chief Operating Officer Pete Sontag said. The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade said in a statement it was providing consular assistance to the family of an Australian woman who died in Canada. Advertisement. Female Today. Don't